In 1975, in a modest Menlo Park garage, Steve Wozniak was just a hobbyist, not an engineer or a business mogul. He was simply a young man with a deep love for electronics and a vision that was ahead of its time. He belonged to the Homebrew Computer Club, a group of enthusiasts dreaming of personal computers for everyone. They met regularly, sharing ideas and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Back then, computers filled entire rooms and were the domain of corporations, not individuals. They were massive, expensive, and inaccessible to the average person. Wozniak wanted to change that. He aimed to build a computer for himself and his friends. No business plan, just pure passion and a desire to create something new. He meticulously designed, sourced, and assembled the Apple I by hand, working late into the night after his day job, driven by an insatiable curiosity. The Apple I was just a motherboard, but it was revolutionary, the first fully assembled personal computer board available to the public. It was a game changer. Steve Jobs, Wozniak's friend, saw its potential and convinced him they could sell it. Jobs had the vision to turn this hobby project into a business. They started in that very garage, building each board by hand one by one, with a shared dream and relentless determination. This passion project became the seed of Apple Inc., a company that would go on to revolutionize the tech industry. We often think success starts with a grand vision, but it usually begins quietly, with curiosity and a love for making something new. It's the small, dedicated efforts that lay the groundwork for something bigger. The world-changing spark is often just a personal fascination, a simple idea that grows over time. The skills, ideas, and solutions born in that quiet space are the true foundation of a revolution. It's in these moments of solitude and focus that innovation truly begins. It's not about fame or fortune at the start. It's about the joy of creation and the thrill of solving a problem. It's about solving a puzzle that matters to you, something that ignites your passion and keeps you going. That's how revolutions begin, with a whisper, not a bang. They start in humble spaces, with humble beginnings. The Apple story reminds us, passion projects can change the world. What starts as a simple idea can grow into something extraordinary. The first step is simply doing what you love. That's the unexpected spark that can lead to greatness. Why do we pour so much time and energy into passion projects, even when there's no guarantee of recognition or reward at the end? What drives us to keep going late into the night, tinkering, building, or creating just for the sake of it? It's about intrinsic motivation, the pure joy of the process itself. There's a special satisfaction in getting lost in something you love, where time seems to disappear. For Steve Wozniak, it was the love of elegant engineering and the thrill of sharing his creations with a like-minded community. The act of building was its own reward. Unlike jobs driven by salary, promotions, or titles, passion projects are fueled by curiosity, the excitement of discovery, and the thrill of learning something new. When you truly care, learning transforms into play, not work. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow. The project itself pulls you forward, making you hungry for new skills and eager to see what you can accomplish next. Take Salman Khan. He started Khan Academy by tutoring his cousin online, simply wanting to help her understand math, never imagining it would grow into a global movement. As more people watched and benefited, his passion grew, and so did his impact, reaching millions around the world. He wasn't building a business. He was following his why, guided by a sense of purpose and a desire to make a difference. Passion projects are more than hobbies. They're laboratories for growth, where we test ideas and stretch our abilities. They let us experiment, fail, and learn without fear of judgment or failure holding us back. The skills and confidence we gain become part of who we are, shaping our identity and future. The why behind our efforts gives us resilience to push through challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. That's how a simple hobby, fueled by passion and purpose, becomes a powerful engine of change in our lives and in the world. The journey is deeply personal, but the impact can be huge, sometimes even world-changing. Every big project starts with a single, often awkward first step. It's normal to feel uncertain or even intimidated at the beginning, but that's part of the process. You don't need to see the whole path, just the next step. Trust that clarity will come as you move forward, one action at a time. This is deconstruction, breaking a big goal into small, manageable pieces. Each piece is a stepping stone, making the journey less overwhelming. Want to build an app? Start by displaying a single line of text. That first simple output is the foundation for everything that follows. Learning photography? Focus on mastering aperture before anything else. By isolating one concept, you build a strong base for more advanced skills. Writing a novel? Start with one sentence, then a paragraph. Let your story grow word by word until the pages fill themselves. Each small win builds confidence and momentum. Celebrate these moments. They're proof you're moving forward. Complex skills aren't built in a leap. They're assembled piece by piece. Progress is gradual, but every piece matters. Deconstruction is a skill, seeing the parts, not just the whole. It's about understanding how each element fits into the bigger picture. Wozniak didn't build a computer all at once. He solved one problem at a time. Each solution brought him closer to the finished product. Break big dreams into small, concrete challenges. Turn your vision into a series of achievable steps, and the path becomes clearer. The first step isn't glamorous, but it's the most important. It's the moment you move from planning to doing. Progress comes from starting, not from waiting for the perfect plan. Action, even if imperfect, is what creates momentum. Mastery is built on a series of small, focused efforts. Repetition and refinement turn simple actions into expertise. The journey begins with a single, simple action. That first move sets everything else in motion. That's how the impossible becomes possible. One step, one piece, one win at a time. Forget the 10,000-hour rule. Focus on the first 100 hours. Those first hours are where you go from clueless to competent. It's the steepest learning curve, and it's where habits are formed. Learn a language? In 100 hours, you can have basic conversations. Code, play music, draw. The first 100 hours lay the foundation. Consistency beats intensity. 1 hour a day is better than a marathon session once a week. Regular practice keeps knowledge fresh and builds momentum. As you improve, you enjoy it more, which makes you practice more. That feedback loop sustains passion. Salman Khan's first videos were simple, but each one made him better. After 100 hours, he'd built skills and an audience. The initial momentum fueled Khan Academy's growth. The first 100 hours are transformative. Start small, practice often, and let momentum carry you forward. That's how passion becomes progress. After the first burst of progress, every project hits a plateau, the dip. Improvement slows, frustration rises, and most people quit. The dip is the long slog between beginner's luck and true mastery. It's where passion is tested. Progress is still happening, just not visible day to day. Think of an ice cube. Nothing changes as you warm it from -10 to 0 degrees, but at 1 degree it melts. The dip is that hidden buildup of potential. Persistence is key. Small gains compound over time. Fall in love with the process, not just the results. The breakthrough comes only if you push through the plateau. The dip separates amateurs from experts. Most give up too soon. Mastery is about enduring the slow, invisible progress. Keep going when it feels like nothing's happening. That's where real growth happens. Passion projects aren't solo journeys. Growth is social. The feedback loop, create, share, get input, refine, is essential. Without feedback, we're limited by our own blind spots. The Homebrew Computer Club was Wozniak's feedback engine. Critiques and suggestions made his designs better. Today, feedback comes from writing groups, online forums, open mics, or code reviews. Constructive criticism is a gift, not a threat. Choose your sources wisely. Find communities or mentors who understand your goals. Don't hide your work until it's perfect. Share early. Learn faster. Perfection is a myth. Progress comes from iteration. A few thoughtful critiques can save you months of struggle. Mastery is accelerated by community. The path to expertise is paved with shared knowledge. Seek feedback, embrace it, and let it sharpen your skills. You don't walk the path alone. Every passion project that grows hits a tipping point, a moment when it takes on a life of its own. For Apple, it was the first big order from the bite shop. Suddenly, a hobby became a business. The tipping point isn't planned. It's when quality and timing meet a real need. Years of quiet work set the stage for sudden growth. A YouTube creator might toil for years, then go viral overnight. The tipping point is the visible result of hidden effort. It's not magic. It's the payoff for persistence, feedback, and skill building. The journey, Deconstructing, practicing, enduring the dip creates the potential. The tipping point is when that potential is finally seen. But the real reward is who you become along the way. The skills, resilience, and discipline you gain matter most. The world-changing impact is a bonus. Focus on the journey, not just the breakthrough. That's where true value lies. A passion project's impact ripples far beyond its creator. The skills you gain can transform your career. Your project becomes a living portfolio. Wozniak's hobby didn't just create Apple, it launched an industry and inspired millions. Your project can empower others, even in small ways. The process builds confidence and self-efficacy, skills that transfer to every part of life. Each project is a training ground for bigger challenges. Passion projects are acts of optimism, a belief that you can shape the future. Salman Khan's videos changed education for millions. Your project may not go global, but it will change your future. It will give you new skills, confidence, and perspective. You never know whose life your ripple will touch. That's the true power of starting something you love. The pattern is clear. Curiosity sparks action, intrinsic motivation sustains it, and small steps build momentum. Persistence through the dip and feedback from others accelerate growth. Sometimes, the project tips and changes everything, but the real value is in the journey. This process isn't just for Silicon Valley legends, it's for anyone willing to start. Today, the tools for learning and creating are everywhere. The only real barrier is in your mind. What's your garage? It could be a kitchen table, a notebook, or a spare hour. What puzzle fascinates you? What skill do you want to learn? Don't worry about changing the world. Just take the first step. Deconstruct your idea. Start with the simplest version. The revolution in your skills begins with a single hour of practice. The world needs more creators. Find your passion, take that first step, and see where it leads. The next big idea might be waiting inside you. Start now.